Hi everyone, back in the studio with Christian again. It's
Good
March.
to see
We didn't make January or February.
No, it's been a little mad. So sorry that you've not had any interesting content. He's been at ISE for ages and dealing with all of the amazing contacts that he made out there, and I've got a new role.
Yeah, so new role, and also we've got Ketan joining us today. So in previous videos we spoke about, rather than us just boring the industry and rattling on, let's hear from actual partners, from end user customers, and get some additional conversations in the mix. But yeah, March, the sun is shining, sleeves rolled up today. Feels like spring is finally arrived.
Springing.
It doesn't feel like day 400 of January
No,
anymore, which is great. But yeah, tell us a little bit about your new job before we
get into it. Very interesting. I have joined Seco Logistics, and we're going to be developing technology services, which really interesting. Asset management and technology services, logistics based, so hardware based logistics, which will mean that we'll be able to help organisations deploy anywhere around the globe for IT services. Anything technology, so we do medtech as well, but importantly nobody's doing it at the moment for AV, so we're going to be moving and helping the distribution and installation and technical services for AV systems. So it's really interesting. It's developing and growing, so we know that there's a want out there for doing it, and so that's what I'm going to be doing. All good fun.
So for larger, geographically dispersed organisations that want to roll out lots of meeting rooms en masse, you're not just doing the logistics side, but that includes importation help, because that's a big challenge.
Exactly.
Pre-configuring, and it's basically, this is what you want.
Yeah.
This is where it's going. This is when you need it there. So you take care of all that, and then somebody else just puts it on the network and switches on, and everything works because it's AV.
That's the whole idea. Essentially that. So we can be the importer of record. We can bring in various different devices. We're not supplying hardware. Obviously, that's down to organisations to supply, and we don't do the designs for that. You do the designs, and we build it to your specification, and we help you with the labour and the commissioning where you can't maybe get to. With the advent of rolling out large amounts of Teams, Zoom, Google Rooms, it's a service which is sorely needed for organisations across the world.
Yeah, I think there's a massive benefit to that, because one of the biggest challenges these organisations have, it's not just choosing what they want for their users. It's right, now we've made the choice, the next biggest hurdle is, how do we get that new user experience to all of our users as quickly as possible, so that, and it's like painting the fourth bridge, isn't it?
It came out of doing exactly the same, provisioning laptops. The same laptops, the same provisioning across the world, and we do that already. So we have that set up, secure environments where we can deliver huge amounts of technology, laptops, peripheral devices, phones, to the organisation specifications. We have teams that provision them in the way that they need to be. If they need to be done that, set up the autopilot, and then we have all the shipping and logistics and tracking and serialisation and all of the things that you might need if you're trying to deploy all over the world. Also, all of the reverse logistics. So when devices are coming back, and you've got user changes and staff changes, we deal with all of that element for the organisations we're working with. So it's really exciting, good fun.
Good. Well, we've certainly had an exciting start to the year, as you said. It's been ISE, which seems like a distant memory now. Lots of follow-ups, literally hundreds of new opportunities from that. But we are very much in the flow of onboarding some giant new customers now. We've just brought on 2 top 10 global international airlines in recent months, another global bank. So lots and lots of business going on. It's really exciting.
Asset management is something that we're going to be talking about
maybe
together as well.
Some obvious synergies there, Christian.
Ketan, how's your start of the year gone for you?
The same as both of you. ISE, it seems like a distance away now, to be honest, but ISE was really interesting. Had the opportunity to look at some really new, interesting products. catching up with colleagues from other universities as well,
Yeah.
meeting various suppliers we work with. So IRC was really good.
Yeah.
But actually, the year, I don't know what's going on, but it just seems to be a blur right now. Days are passing by so fast.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's incredible.
Yeah, no, and well, thank you for spending some time with us
Yeah.
in that massive blur. It's really appreciated.
My pleasure.
And so what we're going to do is going to split into a couple of sessions where Michael's going to speak with Ketan and some of the stuff that they've been doing together with the utility solution. And I'll duck out of that, but then I will come back in because I've got some industries sort of wide questions that we're going to put to Ketan to see how you're seeing different effects in the market and what you're doing with obviously with the AV in UCL.
Yep,
Brilliant.
Good.
that's good.
Okay, we'll see you shortly.